to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio
Show.
It's the show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the program after Facebook finally gave me access. So you might have been watching early on the Tube of You, but yeah, the Book of Face was being cantankerous on a Monday. It was. We'll be right back with some great stuff.
It's the Weekend Review. Top 5 coming for you.
Yeah, go there.
Sometimes they don't show well, whatever, man. We're covering who's playing out off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell. With all you know, plan to do it well.
Speaking of raising hell, that's Sweet Sister Mercy with our theme song. Thank you guys for that. Rob Nadler mixing that one down in the studio. And yeah, not only is it raising hell, it's hot as hell today. Ed, I'm trying to stay cool, buddy. How about you? Hope you are. Hey, if you're out there, guys, make a comment. Let us know you're in the house today. Bob Sullivan, thank you for checking in. Glenn checking in on the YouTube channel. Hope you had a good weekend of local music. Oh, Gina McCann, the lovely Gina McCann. Got to see her Thursday night. We're going to talk about the Thursday night thing. And hello, Julia. Thank you for joining me. What a pleasure it was to spend time with you and your family on Saturday night. And we're going to feature that one on the show today, guys, as well. So thank you for joining me here. And Kara in the house. Thank you, Kara. Bob Klein, good to see you. Parker in the house. How are you? Thank you. Yeah, you like the shirt I'm repping, man. I am. I love this shirt. It's cool. Hi, Stacy. Thank you for being here. Looks like we've got the whole Folk family, F-U-L-K, I said, guys. Folk. It's hard when you're listening to the Book of Face. Megan Miller in the house. Megan, message me after the show, will you please? And we've got to connect about something. Ashley, how are you? Sounds at Sunset. Big stuff going on down there in Middletown. Be ready for the next one. It's going to be good. Hi, Skip. Liars for Hire in the house. Thank you for being with me today. Good to have you. Jim McCarthy, great to see you on Thursday night as well. What a beautiful weekend it was. And what a great weekend for some live local music and wonderful events that we got a chance to be a part of. And I'm going to talk about them today. And I'm going to have to get started because I have a ton to chat about. I do. Hi, John from Columbus. Thank you. Yeah, we're all trying to stay cool today. It is one of the hottest periods of the year so far, and it's okay. It's in June. Wait till August. Yeah. Hi, Matt Anderson. Thank you. David Linda in the house from last call. Thank you for joining me, and Barely Able, I should say. Good to have you with us. So welcome, guys. It's Monday, the 23rd of June. It's our weekend update, our backstage hall pass to local music, and your number one source for live local music news, bands, venues, and more. Let me tongue-tie that a little bit more. Don't forget to hit the share button on any of our programming throughout the week. And thank you for sharing last Thursday's show. Great views, 5,000 on that one. That's the most important one we do of the week, where we talk about the events and the musicians and venues that bring them to you all week long. So, yeah, great stuff. Hollywood in the house. Good to have you here, brother. It was great. And thanks for the hospitality on Thursday night as well. David Thornton has made it. He's in the house today. Thank you for being with us, David. Good to have you here as well. So Hollywood, thanks again, man. What a great night. We're going to chat about it here in just a moment. And yeah, I was getting to that, Glenn, but Glenn always one-ups me here before I get a chance to get into my script. So I'll post that. But if you're not familiar with it, John Barry passed away this week, a great supporter of live local music. And just you would see John at so many events and so many things. And unfortunately, John lost his battle with an illness this week. And our thoughts and prayers go out to those who knew and loved him. And John, he was a character at times, but he's a lot of fun to be around and all that. And John used to give me a lot of advice about my show and what I wanted to do with it. And I appreciate that. And John, you will be missed, buddy, at all the music events. And he's always was so helpful too at a lot of events. He tried to get in there and help anywhere he could. So yes. And Gina said that made her sad to hear. Yeah, he's always kind and always just a pleasant guy to be around. He was. And he was always willing to step in there and help. If you were doing a benefit, something like that, he'd jump right in and be a part of that. So we thank John for all those things over the years, and certainly know that there's going to be a lot of people missing him, especially in the Hamilton area. Hi, Steve Stein. Thank you for joining us. Quentin Fife from Ladder. Thank you. That's Latter. I've got to say it that way so people know how to look you up. So yeah, 5,000 views on Thursday's show. Thank you. Follow us on all the socials, Twitter, Tweet, X, whatever they call it anymore. The Insta, the Book of Face, and the Tube of You. And if I ever get my act together, TikTok, we'll get it on there. We will. We're doing some stuff. We've got videos in the bag. Just got to get them posted. Jerry Nimmersheim, I haven't had a moment today. Today, if you notice the page, I was blasting out things we did over the weekend, like as fast as I could do them this afternoon. But I did get a chance to hang out with my granddaughter and take her birthday shopping today and had lunch with her. So that was fun. Yeah, she's growing up so fast. Thank you, Rick. Quentin, thank you, buddy. So let's talk about this week in music for us. Name That Tune Wednesday night at Heather's on the Patio. We mentioned it, on Thursday, but I'll say it again. 250 plus people, whole bunch of teams, 30 some teams, and a storm that was of epic proportion. As I said on my post, it was intense. But the tents, Heather's got tents. The tents were rocking. They were. And those people are just absolute, as Heather calls them, trivia troopers. They're there through rain, sleet, snow, cold, hot, you name it. It's going to be 95 this week. So let's see what happens on that one. Yeah, good stuff. And thank you to all the players, and huge thank you to Heather and her staff. They're wonderful people, and they were scrambling because the power went down for a minute or so, and it messed up all their handheld computers and that kind of stuff, which really sends things in the customers that night. All those who play were so nice about it too, and making sure the servers and they got everything right and all that. So it was a wonderful night on the Patio Wednesday. That's how I kicked off my week of music. And Dirk, yeah, we're staying hydrated, brother. We are. I'm staying in tonight. I got work to do at home, so I'm staying in the house. All right, let's get started though about Thursday. And thank you again to Heather's on Wednesday night, and Heather for being our sponsor of our Thursday show here as well. Thursday, River's Edge. Let me start about the venue. River's Edge in Hamilton. What the improvements that were made to that stage over the off season were just shy of amazing. I mean, it just the new cover, the sound system. Can I just say, wonderful improvements, and the venue is fantastic. I don't know what the total number was. Hollywood, if you're on here, you may know what the total number of attendees or the estimate there, but it was huge. A beautiful night in Hamilton, Ohio, and just to walk around Hamilton downtown in that area right now around River's Edge. It's such just a mecca of excitement and things to do. And right around the corner is North 2nd, and there was music going in there, and Angela Combs in there, and Noah Witherspoon playing along with Mason Johnson's band. Gina jumped in there and played. Casey Gomez, so many people. And Hamilton's just bustling with activity and fun and great people down there. I can't even count how many people came up and said, hey, we watch your show. And thank you for that to all of you who do, because I didn't realize we had such a great following in Hamilton, but we really do. And those people really enjoy what we do here, and I appreciate that a whole lot. Hi, Liz Jackson. Thank you. Sean Cooper in the house from Milano's. Yes, Dirk, I saw that comment. Heather Matthews, thank you for that. What's up with you? Thanks for being here today. So Genesis Retouched. Venue aside, beautiful venue, sound perfect. Todd Buck doing the sound. You've heard me talk about Todd Buck before. arguably one of the best sound engineers in the entire tri-state, if not the United States. He's got an ear that is just amazing. The sound was perfect. You could hear every little detail and Genesis music is, and this is the Phil Collins era of Genesis. So a lot of moving parts on stage, a lot of sound, a lot of keyboard parts, a lot of drum parts. Todd just had it dialed in perfectly for that crowd there. And everybody was commenting about the sound, about how much they loved it and how wonderful it was. So if you were there, make a comment. I'd love to hear from you if you got the chance to see it. And I just can't say enough about Todd Buck. I also can't say enough about the DV8 camp where Todd used to be he's their former sound man, but many of the DV8 players were there. I got to see Melissa Singer-Reed. I got to see Dave Wade that night, Doug Drew, just a whole bunch of people there in support of Jim, who plays keyboards in DV8, and his project, which this Genesis Retouch project is insanely good. It is a gold mine. Even if you're not a follower of a Phil Collins Genesis era, you will love this show. It's so entertaining, so good. And man, I just want to say too, when Adam Wheeler gets on stage and starts singing, if you were somebody driving through Hamilton and you didn't know that there was a Genesis tribute there that night, you would have probably pulled over and said, Phil Collins is here. I mean, I'm hearing Phil Collins sing on a huge PA, or you'd think they were playing that over the system because Adam sounds that spot on. He's so good. The rest of the band, fantastic. I do not have all the names of the guys in the bands and I don't want to screw it up. So just allow me to say what a wonderful night it was. Thank you to my good buddy Hollywood for always taking care of me. And there's a guy who's a rock star in Hamilton. Hamilton loves him. And again, hats off to Jim Cuesta for what he's done, being the musical director of that project. And, and they stick to the Phil Collins. They stick to what they want to do. And that's the Phil Collins era of Genesis, not Phil solo, none of that stuff, but just doing that. And it was wonderful. And Hollywood says, fantastic crowd. Yeah, I don't know how many, but it was a hell of a lot of people. It was a hell of a lot of people. Hi, Denny. And Ed Sawicki says, agree. Adam's voice was fantastic. And yeah, and the weather was perfect for the night too, to sit out in the grass there. And what a cool place and all the stuff. I mean, the adult beverage sales going on and other booths there set up and food trucks outside the venue. And this is all free. This was all free. So how amazing is that? And, Hollywood, thanks for the VIP experience as well. I had a great time, and you're a great dude. So thank you so much for that. I can't say enough about Genesis Retouched. If you haven't seen them yet, go see them. These guys, I mean, unfortunately, Phil Collins is not doing very well. So these guys have the ultimate tribute to Phil Collins and Genesis, especially if he passes away, which it looks like it's inevitable that's going to happen here not too long into the future. And Phil is just an amazing person, and these guys do him great justice. So think about that if you want to go see them. And Ed says, and a great party at N2 after. Yeah, the after party at N2 was buzzing. It was. It was wonderful. Thank you, Gina McCann, for saying that about Hollywood. Ed Sawicki, you guys were there. It was great to see you, Ed, without the camera. Diana Halligan was doing the camera work that night there, and a bunch of other photographers that work around the River's Edge venue. And throw the photographer's name in there, Hollywood, if you can. I'll give him photo credit on the page. I didn't get a chance to do that today, but I did post one of his pictures. And I want to give him photo credit as well. But Hollywood, if you're out there, throw the other photographer's name in as well, because he was doing a fantastic job. And Ed got a night off and just was able to enjoy the music and the people. Got to see Dewey there. So many people. Josie, there were just Jamie Minnick was in the house. Lots of people that night down there enjoying it. And Jim, of course, Jim McCarthy. Yes, Ed says it feels good to have an occasional night off and be a fan. Yes, I agree. Joshua Raymond. Yes, Joshua Raymond doing a great job on the photos too, and took a great picture of Lady Hollywood, and myself. Lady Hollywood, she's royalty. She is. They're going to build a shrine to her in that park someday. Not to Hollywood, to her, for putting up with Hollywood. That's what she tells me, at least. So, yeah, great people down there in Hamilton. Friendly folks, really fun. Got to meet a lot of folks, got to meet a lot of council people and that kind of stuff. So a wonderful, wonderful night on Thursday, but I gotta move on. I'd love to talk about it just at length, but I can't. Friday night, I can't miss a night of live local music, so I had a 5:30 loadout for a gig on Saturday morning, AM that is, and I did, and thank you, Jim, for the web link to Genesis Retouched. If anybody wants to click on that, do that after the show, because I've still got a lot of great things to mention. But Friday night, got the chance to see the Gamut for about a set. Love the Gamut. We did a tribute show to John, and they lost him this year. It's been tough for this band. And the Gamut was out doing what they do best and playing great music. Albina and her vocals are off the hook good. The band is tight as tight can be. And they were putting on a great show. They were competing with so much this weekend. And Friday night, there was a lot going on. There was a big concert in the park. Hotel California was in the park in Springboro as well. So there was a lot of competition, and they were doing a great job of entertaining the crowd that was there and keeping them up and moving and dancing. And they played Vehicle for me, and I love that song. So thank you. And they shouted us out there about that too. The Ides of March thing, and thank you for that. We appreciate it. And if you haven't at all today, guys, please, like any of these bands we're talking about, go to their page, follow them, like them, and support them, because they all mean so much to us here. They should mean something to you as well. So the Gamut, if you have not seen them, go see them. I really enjoy them every year when they play Heather's Christmas in Springboro and some other events there. And they're just a wonderful band. I can't dwell on it too long. Again, like I said, I've got a lot more to talk about. So Saturday, oh boy, let's get to Saturday. Saturday, kicked it off, like I said, load out at 5:30 a.m., load in about 6:30 a.m., and had the opportunity to work again, a wonderful event called Joyride Cars. I'll give you a quick brief background. I've mentioned it before. If you don't know what it's about, it is where developmentally disabled youth can come ride in a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, a Porsche, Corvettes, all these high-end cars, Lotus, McLarens were there. The drivers are all decked out in jumpsuits like they're race car drivers. There are GoPro cameras mounted in each vehicle to capture the ride. They get 3 laps on a road course that they get to go pretty quick on. It's not a road course. It's in a parking lot, but it's a big parking lot where we were at the Christian Life Center. And wonderful event. I had, as they call them, members, the kids that were there and their families, the members that were there. I believe we had close to 70 members on Saturday. And then about 100 volunteers it takes to put this event on, because there's everything from comfort care people who are trained in assisting disabled youth, and also then people who work the merchandise, people who work the pits where the cars go in and out, people who run technology, from cameras to drones to the red carpet and the video walls, which put the kids' names up as they come down the red carpet, whether they're in a wheelchair or they can walk. They come down with their families. It's lined up on each side. Kids get to cheer about them and all that. It's just a very heartwarming, wonderful event. There's 2 of them. Okay. And there's 2 of these events this year. One was in Dayton, and the air show was going on right across the street from us too. So that was kind of cool to see some of the planes and helicopters flying over. But the next one will be August 9th at Crossroads Church in Mason. It begins 9 a.m. is the time of arrival for the members, and then 10 a.m. will be the car rides and all that. If you're in the Cincinnati area, if you can write in your calendar right now, August 9th, 9 a.m. in the morning at Crossroads Church Mason, and come to see this event. I guarantee you it will warm your heart and you'll smile all day. The slogan for this is Kids, Cars, and Smiles. And boy, did it happen. I get the fine opportunity of being the MC and playing the music for this. It's a highly scripted event where we play songs and, we gentlemen start your engines and ladies start your engines and all those kind of things. And these cars are loud, they're fun, and the kids just have a ball and the families enjoy it as well. So Joyride Cars, that gets over about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I loaded my equipment up with the help of a bunch of other people, and I drove south immediately to Heather's because I wanted to catch Rob Olson and Angela Combs. It's not often that they get to come. And Dave, I will put something on about donations on my page if you'll watch for that. I'll put that up, a QR code and all that. Or you can go to Joyride Cars and just mention, if you go to Joyride Cars on Facebook, hit the donation link. Just mention you heard about it here, please, because they love to know that we're promoting them and talk about them and all that. Let me get a couple more things up on the comment. Thank you, Carrie, for your Friday night. And I'll get your Saturday up there in just a minute as well. So Rob and Angela playing at Heather's on the patio. It's wonderful, wonderful event there at Heather's in the afternoon. We had fun time with them. Not a huge crowd when it's 90 degrees plus outside in the daytime, but a crowd in itself enjoyed every bit of it. Got to see Myron there, some other people. I was so hot and so done from the morning event that I had one drink on the patio, enjoyed a little bit of them, and I went home to take a nap, to be honest with you, and try to recover from being up so damn early in the morning. And Carol, it was great to see you as well on Thursday night. And Dave, thank you for that so much. And if you want to message me too, I'll try to get you the link to that to make a donation as well, because they do run strictly off donations. The drivers donate their time and their cars, everything's done by it. There's no profit to any of this. And if you saw any of my pictures, you see all the setups, the tents, the cones, the video walls, and those kind of things. It's a lot of work and a lot of sweat equity goes into that event. So thank you. And so Rob and Angela playing their great music, got to hear some good stuff. I think I made a note about something I wanted to say about Rob and Angela here. So bear with me just a second. And I know you guys, some of you guys are on here wanting to hear me talk about Saturday night, and I'm getting to that, I promise. Oh yeah. Of course, Angela did take me to the river. I love her when she does that. But there was one song, a guy shouted out a request. And it was so funny. He says, you guys know she talks to angels. Rob Olson didn't miss a beat, man. He jumped right in it. Angela was like, yeah, I can do that. And wow. She killed it. And so did Rob. Rob Olson's a beast on the guitar and a super good guy, by the way. And, Angela. Yeah. Angela. Wow. She killed that song. And those guys were so thrilled that we're sitting there. They were having a beer on the patio and just under the tents. And, under the tents, it's not bad. It's hot, but it's not bad. So, yeah. Wow. What do we got? Sweat equity. Is that what it's called? Is that what I said? I don't know. Who knows what I'm saying today? I'm trying to get through all this. Mickey Evans, what's up? Sweet Sister Mercy, speaking of our theme song, he's in the house. Denny says Rob Olson is the man. They always kill it. And got a cool scrim, too, with their picture on it. I like that. It looks really nice. Hi, Robert Simpson. And, yeah. Wow. Thank you. Is that your next week's schedule, Mickey? Is it that you're getting a shameless plug-in on a Monday already for? I think it is. We have to train Mickey to send me that. But, Brandy will. But I don't know about Sweet Sister. Who sends that stuff? That's hit or miss. It is at times. But I love those guys. I do. So thank you for Rob and Angela for that. Then went home, took a little nap. Gonna be honest, I'm an old man. Took a nap in the cool. Had a little dinner. Hopped in the ride. Drove to Springfield, which is a 45-minute drive from my crib. And went to Springfield because after having Larkin on the show on Wednesday, and if you missed that show, go back and watch it. Larkin is a little guy with leukemia, and what a spirit he is. I am totally moved by this kid. I mean, he danced the entire event, was up, and just I called him a little pistol. I mean, he's just full of it, and he's so much fun. And Larkin, if your mom's still watching and you're out there, hi Larkin. I want to say hi to Larkin today, because I told him he could come on the show anytime he wanted, because he was such a great guest to have on. And we had the Allison Road Band on with us talking about the event on Wednesday. Well, I said, I'm going to go to this event because this sounds like it's a really well put together, fun event. It's called Music Heals. And if you can see that right there, I'll stick my big gut up in the air and show you that. But Music Heals. Oh, Julia is here, Larkin's mom. And may I say what a great family they have too. And just, they were so thankful for what we did on the show. And it was wonderful to meet their family who was there. There's so much love in that room, and really a great time. You are most welcome, Julia. And you know, my thoughts are with you and how hard you have to work and what you have to do. And I was watching you with your other children, and you're a class act. You are, you really, really are. And Larkin's got the best of worlds there with his family and the friends and the love that was surrounding him. And they had several musical acts. I missed Matt Clarkson. I wish I'd have been able to see him play. Got the tail end of Brian and Jenny, I think is the way they say it. Sorry. And then the Dawson Trio, which was fantastic, by the way, were kind of opening up the show. And Allison Road was the headliner for this. They put this thing on, and I don't know that I would call him a headliner, just because I think everybody was there for the love, and everybody donated their musical time to this event. And what a wonderful show it was. This theater, the State Theater in Springfield, never been in it in my life. Beautiful old theater. What hell of a sound system. Wonderful setup. There's a picture on our page. Take a look at the front of house soundboard and light control and all that that is taken from that vantage point, and the whole theater in there. And you'll be like, wow, that's really a cool place. And they had this place sold out. They sold all the tables. Somebody messaged me and said, thanks for selling that last table on your show the other day. I think somebody bought it after they heard about it or something. And they had raffle baskets. And then they were playing a game that was a lot of fun where, who's going to turn this one down? Larkin on stage with a bucket. Larkin liked his bucket full of money, by the way. And if you came up and filled that bucket up, there was a business owner there who would match the funds up to $1,000. So Larkin gets $1,000 in his bucket. So we get another $1,000 over here by the business owner throwing it at him. And how cool was that? How cool was that? Let me see what Julie has to say here. She says, it's been simply incredible. I do not have a total yet, people. Parker said he would send it to me when they find out, and I'll get that on our page or share the link to it, to their page or whatever. But I do know it's going to be a very sizable night in Springfield. The love of that community was amazing. There were food trucks outside. There's a merch booth, all that. And then was my first time seeing Allison Road. I've had him on the show before. We've chatted. And then we had him on again the other day. First time seeing them. Ali Sarvin on vocals, Parker Falk on lead guitar, Ryan Stevens on guitar and vocals, and Brandon Rinker on bass, and Spencer Garrett on drums. I missed Spencer's magic trick. I did. If you watch the show Wednesday, you know what I'm talking about. But wow, great band. Can I just say they were, I think 2022 Springfield Best Band, voted Best Band or something. They're getting ready to drop their EP, which is going to be really cool. So if you'll follow their page, Allison Road Band, and go see them, please. Go see them, please, because the band was great. The Dawson Trio was fantastic as well. I didn't get see enough of the other ones. I'm sure they were wonderful. nobody associated with this seemed to be not a great player. And there were a whole lot of other people there that are tied to the music community up there who were in this event with both feet. I mean, they were doing really well. All the fundraising, all the games, all the merchandise, everything, the raffle giveaways. It was really, really a well-run event. And Allison Road should be extremely proud of that. I want to talk about some of the songs Allison Road did really fast before I get out of here. I've got about 5 minutes left. So This Is Our Town, which was an original, I believe, and Heads Carolina that they did. Life is a Highway, which was cool. And then for Larkin, they did Fast Car. He loves the song Fast Car. And I'm sure he loves the Luke Combs version because he's too young to know the other one. They did Surrender, Need a Favor, Shine, Lonely Boy, a bar song. They're a variety band, man. They're mostly country, but they play a lot of other stuff in there thrown in. Sweet Child of Mine, Stop Dragging My Heart, TNT, Wanted Dead or Alive, 1,000 Miles, All You Wanted, Mr. Brightside, The Middle, Crazy Train, Bye Bye, and Should Have Said No. That was just their set list for the State Theater that they provided to me. So, wow. And yes, Julia's throwing in a shameless plug for them. Springfield Arts Festival on Saturday, if you're up that way. Go see Allison Road, man. I highly recommend this band. I'd love to get them down south here to play. I know they play Laurie's Roadhouse once in a while, and I'm going to try to make those if they do, because I want to see this band, when it's not a fundraiser and a lot of other things going on. I just want to catch them and check the band out some more. Hi, Debbie Vance. Thank you for being here. Hope you had a good weekend. So, yeah, what a wonderful event. We will get the total for that posted because I know a lot of you have asked that I ran into over the weekend if they were going to announce a total and all that. So I would suggest following Allison Road's page. And if you don't, we'll get it link posted to our page as well. So please do if you can. And again, I just want to say what a great family, Julia, you have. And Larkin, man, he makes me laugh. I watched him dance. He was having a great time. And then one of the most priceless moments is when everybody went out and sat on the floor. All the kids were out there, and they're all wearing jerseys that say Larkin on the back. And that was really cool to see. And a lot of people standing around with a few tears in their eyes on that one as well. So there was a lot of moments in that event. And thanks for the invite, guys, and having me up there. I've never been, like I said, to that theater in Springfield. And, every week we announce O'Connor's Irish Pub on our Thursday show. They submit their gigs to us and all that. And occasionally some other breweries and such up there that the bands are playing. So a lot of stuff going on in Springfield as well, if you're up that way. And what a great night it was for Larkin. And that's the first annual Music Heals. I think they're going to do it each year the way it sounds. It's a lot of work to put an event like that on. So big, huge shout out to Allison Road Band and Allie and Parker, you guys, Spencer, none of you. I mean, you all couldn't have been any nicer. Thank you so much. And yeah. And wow. And Ryan Stevens, guy's a beast. He is a beast. What a player. What a player. And thank you, Kara. Watching me on YouTube is better than Facebook. She can't wait to see the Gamut again. I saw you there. Yeah, you're on our pictures, by the way, Kara. And yes, I had a good weekend, and they are a good band. Good stuff. My weekend was great. One last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here today, and thank you again, Allison Road. When I left there, I made a beeline to Heather's on the patio to see Half-Life for just a few minutes. I saw him last weekend, so I don't have a whole lot more to report on him, but I was there for the last half hour of their show. And I apparently missed one hell of a party because it sounded like it was a who's who of musicians in the Dayton area who were there to celebrate Shane DeMoss and Dave McCarty's birthday. And Half-Life, man, it's not my genre of music. It's not, but I love the band. I love their style on stage and their ability to capture an audience and all that. When they were doing that style of music, I owned a dance club, so I was playing a lot of hip hop and dance music and those kind of things back in those days. So that's where I was at with my musical taste back in the 90s and that kind of thing. But what a great show they were putting on. Everybody at Heather's. I mean, there was a whole lot of sweaty people there, so there must have been a whole lot of dancing going on. I got hugged by several who were dripping wet. They were. It was kind of yuck. But that's just how it went. And Tracy, I missed you guys apparently. And yeah, she said lots of Dayton musicians there. And I missed you guys apparently there on Saturday. I didn't get there till like 10:30 because I came from Springfield. So, and then I went home and crashed and didn't do anything on Sunday, to be honest with you. So Hot Topic Tuesday tomorrow, guys, is happening. Join me for that. That is at 5 o'clock live. I will have a co-host tomorrow. Karis is on special assignment in Las Vegas. Wednesday with the band, we're working on a fill-in for that. Another wonderful last-minute cancellation on Wednesday with the band. And Thursday's show, Who's Playing Out, brought to you by Heather's in Springboro. So where we bring you the best musicians and venues in the tri-state. That's going to do it for today. I ran really long. Thank you so much for being here. Great night at Music Heals. Thank you again, Allison Road. And Julia, thank you for being on the show. Give my love to Larkin. And please, guys, remember Larkin in your thoughts and prayers, please, because he's fighting a battle that all of us never want to endure. So please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye. Tomorrow, be here.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community with great